Rise and shine, guys! Welcome to GAMAKICHI. Have you ever wondered if the animals in your area are a local species or not? And also, have you ever thought about how can animals survive out of their natural environment? But guess what? In this video, we're going to talk about and answer all of those questions because we're going to introduce a certain species of an animal, most especially an alien species 1. Because here, we will talk about its effects and also how it can live outside of its environment. So please stay tuned and enjoy the video.
The cane toad, Rhinella marina, formerly called Bufo marinus, is the world's largest toad and a known invasive species. It is also known as a marine and terrestrial toad native to South and Central America. But still, many people are referring to it as a Bufo toads. It has been introduced to various islands, including Australia. Cane toads are also introduced to Queensland, Australia in June 1935. Approximately 3,000 cane toads were released in the sugarcane plantations to control destructive beetles.
But it was a major fail because these toads have wreaked havoc on its biodiversity. The cane toads are continuously growing in numbers into millions and still expanding in northeastern Australia. With one female cane toad producing up to 35,000 eggs per year, the number of this species in Australia are increasing at an alarming rate. Eggs can be distinguished from those of native frogs as they are laid in long chains. The tadpoles are also distinctive because they are totally black. All native tadpoles have a lighter colored belly. They are supposed to be an aid, but it is now considered a pest on the present time.
Cane toads are a major pest for several reasons. Their tadpoles may eat or actually inhibit the growth of other frog tadpoles, and eventually, species of frog will die out as the cane toad takes over their habitats. Most animals that are small enough to fit in the mouth of a cane toad will be eaten. The cane toad wipes out all frogs, frog-eating reptiles, and birds. Cane toad poison is a mix of toxins that primarily affects the functioning of the heart. Envenomation is painful, but rarely deadly to humans, although some people have died from eating cane toads and even their eggs. Cane toads can be dangerous to pets and wildlife. According to the University of Florida Wildlife Extension, the species releases toxic substances that can kill dogs or cats and can cause burning eyes or skin irritation in humans.
Various research tells that when the poison of the cane toad has penetrated the bloodstream through open wound of a human, it can trigger a fatal heart attack. Their toxins is strong enough to kill most native animals that normally preys on them, such as birds, reptiles, and mammals. These toxins are present throughout their bodies and is secreted as a milky liquid from the parotid glands located over their shoulders. They release these poisons when they are posed in danger. Cane toads can eat almost anything, dead or alive, including household scraps, meats, and pet food. They mostly eat living insects in enormous quantities as well as beetles, bugs, honeybees, ants, and crickets. The poisoning of pets and humans, depletion and extinction of several native predator species, including the northern gull and other native fauna preyed on by the cane toads, and reduced prey population for native insectivores. There is also a study where the cane toads can be potentially treated on a commercial fishing waters due to its eggs that can ingest by the fish. Since the eggs of cane toads contain poison, the fish thinking it is edible. Based on the article of Wilson and Johnson of 2017, cane toads are highly adaptable and can be found in a variety of habitats. Even in their native range, they can be found in greater densities in human-modified areas than in natural habitat. Larval cane toads are algal, detritus, and suspension feeders, and adult ones are feeding on small prey items, predominantly ground-dwelling arthropods.
toads are adaptive and can live in a wide variety of habitats. They blossom in urban and disturbed areas. They breed quickly, which allows them to rapidly dominate an area. The government of Australia's eradication efforts include asking residents to help collect and dispose of the cane toads. The Northern Australia has learned a way to control the invasion by the means of using toad communication signal and parasites. Biology says that controlling toads was difficult because they might also kill the native frogs. But what is the difference between a native frog and a cane toad? A cane toad has distinct bony ridges above the eyes, has rough and dry warty skin, a large parotoid gland behind each eye, and unwebbed hands but webbed toes. Cane toads can range in color from gray, yellowish, red-brown, or olive-brown, with varying patterns. In the Philippines, cane toads were first introduced on 1930 and bred at the Bureau of Plants and Industries on 1934 to also control infestation of sugarcane beetles. But unlike in Australia, the effect of cane toads on native species are still unknown. A documentary on GMA Born to be Wild has shown the effect it has on Bay Laguna. Farmers have said that these cane toads are called as palakang Nazarene, and this type of frogs are not edible. According to them, these species were aiding them by consuming rice pests, but they also noticed the number of palakang bukid, which was edible frog, has decreased throughout the year. A recent study conducted at the International Rice Research Institute or IRRI in Los Baños, Laguna, found that a local species of frog was more effective in consuming rice pests than a cane toad. They also found out that the cane toad eats more beneficial rice insects than rice pests.
There you have it, folks. Now, we're much aware of the effects of introducing an alien species in a certain environment. So please keep sharing this video and also let curiosity flows.